Hey everyone, it's Johnny Hunt coming at you again today with Bo Dunn, and we've got T Mac with us today. We're going to talk college basketball and we're going to talk NBA. How's it going, guys?
Hey, going pretty good, man. What's going on with y'all?
Good, Johnny. Good,
Good,
Johnny. Hey, Johnny, how are you?
good. T Mac's also on YouTube. Bo's on YouTube. You always find Bo. Bo Dunn wins. He's on there. He's been doing this for years. He comes on every day. He's putting out a lot of good plays. T Mac's new to YouTube, right? T Mac, you just got your YouTube started in the last few weeks, months.
Yeah, probably about a month ago, I'd say. Wasn't really comfortable, going online and doing. I didn't know this stuff existed, to be honest. I always just I work a lot, so I didn't know that anybody else was this involved into sports betting. So I'm really happy to be here with you guys.
Yeah. People like getting other people's opinions. We all do. I love hearing other people's thoughts, opinions, and taking them and finding little spots that maybe I didn't see or missed. And people really enjoy this. So T Mac's on YouTube as well. I think his channel's just T Mac, TMAC, right? T Mac.
Correct. Correct.
Yep. So um, when you type it in, do T Mac and I guess keyword sports betting or something. Because first time I tried to find him, I just wrote T Mac and I got a bunch of Tracy McGrady
Yeah,
video.
you might see my ugly face beside it, maybe. Uh,
Yeah. It's hard to get in that YouTube search engine, but like I said, it was real easy once I did T Mac and sports betting. There he was, but you might find a lot of Tracy McGrady videos from the what was he in the '90s? Tracy
yeah,
McGrady.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
the man.
Yeah, yeah. So where are you from, T Mac? Where are you living at?
I'm in Belleville, Ontario, up in
Oh,
Canada.
Ontario.
And
Okay.
okay.
Yep. Yeah, we're finally just got a little bit of our restrictions lifted, so we're kind of living a little bit again here. It kind of feels nice.
Nice. You still wearing the mask?
Yeah, we still got to wear those pieces of strings around our face, but
Yeah.
we if you're unvaccinated, you're allowed to wander around now, so it's kind of nice. I'm not vaccinated, so my life has opened up again. I feel like so it's
All right.
hopefully
Well,
it's all coming to an end.
at least you survived. You've made it through the worst of it, I think.
That's right.
All right. So we got some people joining us. Terry's here. Terry's coming every day. He's putting out some good plays. And Ron Hahn, no relation. Ron is up in Detroit. He's part of the Detroit Sports Betters group on Facebook. You can find Ron there every day.
But
Ron and I share the last name, but we don't share any family members. But Ron's a good capper. He puts out good plays. Keep an eye on Ron. You can find him, like I said, every day at the Detroit Sports Channel, and hopefully one day we can see Ron on here coming out giving out some plays. So let's do a little quick recap yesterday. Yesterday was not my best day. I managed to pull out 2 wins and 3 losses yesterday. I gave Rutgers out +5. In my video, I mentioned taking Rutgers even on the money line if you're willing to take a chance. That worked out, believe it or not. Rutgers did beat Indiana there in Hoosier Land. I also gave under 153 in the Alabama Texas game. Now, Justin said Alabama -10. He was off quite a bit on that, unfortunately. Justin gave out good plays, but that one wasn't one of them. The under wasn't a good play either. Texas A&M ended up kicking their butts, and it went over, and Alabama couldn't cover that. But the other game, I said take Iowa State over 66 as a team total, and I was way wrong on that. I was only wrong by 30 points. They only scored 36 points in the whole game. What a
mm,
dismal effort out of Iowa State at home.
yes,
Um, so
man.
the other loss, my third loss, is the Cavs. I didn't want to do it. I've played these Hornets all year, and the time I do fade the Hornets come out and play really good and took down the Cavs on the road. But my last play was Richmond, and I gave up 2 points, and they ended up beating Rhode Island by more than the spread. So all in all, 2-3, down a unit. Not bad. I was 5-1 the day before, so still looking good for this week. How'd it go for you, Bo? Yesterday, what happened?
It was a nice little bounce back for me. Went 3-1. I had that single play in college basketball. I took St. John's. They got the win pretty easy
Yep.
over 8. Uh, and even without Devin Booker, man, Phoenix Suns covered the spread. They covered that 13.5. So I was surprised by that, but it cashed. And I took the Miami Heat, man, who was actually winning the game, but Drew Holiday, man, just killed them at the last second. I think the Milwaukee Bucks won the game by one, but I took a plus 4.5. The only thing that I missed yesterday was that two-team online parlay, and I had Cleveland with you. I took Cleveland, paired them up, and as we know, man, Cleveland did not work out. So I'm gonna monitor that because I normally like taking teams off a loss, but that did not work for me 2 times in a row. I took Golden State the other day off a loss against Minnesota, and then I took Cleveland off a loss against Minnesota, and so we see that don't work out all the time. So yeah, 3-1, picked up 2 units. Good day.
Very, very good, Bo. Very good. Chris is here now too, so Chris is joining us. He said he did real good yesterday. He had six pick team total parlay, so he must have picked 6 teams totals to all go in his favor. Terry did good. His three
Yeah.
picks. Nope. Terry's giving picks for tonight already. He's going with the Heat -2, the Bulls -2, and the Pistons +9. So we're going to start right off with T Mac. We're going to get him warmed up, and he's got, I think, just one play in the NBA, and we're going to hear what he's got to say. What do you got for tonight, T Mac?
All right, guys. Yeah, I just zoned in on one game. Like I said to John and Bo earlier, I'm just kind of getting back into the NBA after the All-Star break. So I'm going to look at the Spurs today versus the Kings. They're at home. They just came off a loss. So after a lot, or sorry, um, yeah. So after, God, this is a mess. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. So they just came off a loss. So after a loss, they're 19-7. So that's pretty good. They're able to respond after a loss at least. You know, they have that toughness within the team and the coaching management, obviously, all that stuff. So as a home favorite, they're 9-4, and as a home team in general, they're 14-15, and as a favorite in general, they're 12-7. So they're on the right side of being the favorite, I think. And we're gonna look at the spread now. So when they're between a 6.5 and a 7 point spread, they're 3-2 versus the spread, winning by 13 points on average. And this line is at 6.5. So, and they're at home. This gives us lots of room, I think. You know, I think they'll win by 10. I really do.
Okay.
And so with the Kings, they're coming off coming off a win. Sorry, they are. I don't have that written down, but sorry, I'm a little unprepared today. I got to go to work here very soon.
And we don't need, yeah,
all that stuff. Okay.
yeah. I mean, it's helpful little tidbits, but um, yeah, we've learned that people's attention spans are pretty short. To be honest with you,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
a 2
Okay,
minute
well,
video and
I'll
people
keep
watch.
it. I'll keep it real quick then. So I'm gonna go with the first half over with these two teams. They
Okay.
play their best offense in the first half and their worst defense in the first half. So I'm gonna have that over, and I'm gonna take the Spurs in the first quarter to win by 2.
Spurs by 2 in the first quarter, and the over in the first half. About what number did you get it at?
It's on my phone. I'm kind of recording with it right now. I think it's I
In
don't
the
know if you guys can
120,
find that. That'd be great.
in the
Um,
120 neighborhood.
Probably somewhere similar in that area.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever it's at, I like it. I don't give a fuck what it is. I like it going over. So if you guys
Okay.
find it at 110 or 120, I like the over.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got to play in that game as well. It's a public fade. I am actually I've watched that line go up all day. I haven't done a lot of work today. I wish I would have, but the one thing I did do is watch that line grow from 237.5 to 242.5, and it's moved up 5 points. That's telling me the public is
All
just
over
probably,
it.
yeah. I'm gonna do a unit on the under in that game. 242.5 seems high. Sacramento averages 110 a game. San Antonio puts up about 112. They both give about the same, respectively, on defense, giving up the same amount of points. So I feel good about this. This is a 4-star play for me. I'm going to go under 242.5 in this game. You got to play in this game, Bo, or are we going to move on?
Yeah, it's gonna move on. No scan.
All right, all right. So what do you got? I got one more game. I gave that one out. T Mac gave us Spurs in the first quarter and under or over in the first half. The number will probably be somewhere in the 122 range if I had to guess. With the movement, he may have got it earlier at a 119, 120 range. when he
Yeah,
bought it
sorry I
early.
didn't have the number.
No worries, no worries. We're saying you like it. Spurs will come out fast in the first quarter, and I agree there. I think that definitely they've been off. They've had more rest, and they're playing at home. So I think that's a good play in the first quarter, -2. What do you got, Bill? I got one more play in the NBA. What do you got?
Well, you can call me a glutton for punishment. I'm
All
going
right.
back to the Golden State Warriors, man. I'm taking them on the money line. This is one of those games we talked about that they was a favorite when the game came out, -3, -2.5. Now that line is totally flipped. Now they're underdog getting 2.5. I took them earlier at +107. I just feel like, man, this team is better than what a lot of people is looking at right now. I know without Draymond Green, a lot of people has been saying that they just not the team we normally see on the court. But this is like a quick turnaround game with 22 teams. We know Dallas came back and beat them down by 21 points in the fourth quarter. So I think that favors the Golden State Warriors. These two teams have played a few times already this season, so it's familiarity with both teams. I'm just taking the value, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the line has moved too much. If it would have been a pick 'em, I probably would have laid off of it, but I'm going back to the Golden State Warriors to get the win straight up on the money line +107. I also took a prop with this one. I took Steph Curry, as he goes, the team goes, and I took his prop over 3.5 threes at plus money. It's like +105 when I had got it. But like I said, man, if Golden State gonna win, we know Curry gonna at least get at least 4 or 5 threes in the process. So we got Klay Thompson back. I like Golden State. I like Steph Curry to get over 3.5 threes and +105. And hey, man, if you're just really feeling, what I'm putting down with this play, it's a prop that you can put together on DraftKings and on FanDuel. You can put Steph Curry over the 3.5 threes, and for Golden State to win, they'll come back at +255. So my plays in there: Golden State +107, Steph Curry over 3.5, 3 pointers. That's what I'm looking at today, man, with that one.
All right. Very good. Do you know is Klay Thompson playing?
Yeah, he's in.
Klay Thompson's in. Okay. Okay. Very good. So Bo is backing the books. The books originally had the Warriors as a favorite, and now somehow it's been flipped upside down. So he's betting that the books were right with the original opening line, and he's going to get plus value, plus money on that line. I like it. I like taking that stab on that money line. What do you think about that, T Mac? You think this is a good play,
Yeah,
or you think you take him down tonight?
I couldn't see why not. That I don't play props a lot, but Steph Curry to hit over 3.5 threes. That
That
sounds
seems reasonable.
that seems very, very reasonable. He could do that in the first quarter.
I've seen it
Like
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
it, that
No
that that
lie.
looks like that seems like a great. I might
Normally,
look into that a little more actually. That seems like a nice,
Well,
nice play. I like that.
what is your prop pay, Bo? If he hits 4 3 pointers, what's that pay in your
I,
pocket?
I got it. I got it +105.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Can't
got
go
it
wrong with
plus one.
that or anything.
The reason why his numbers are going down because he's been in a slump. Ever since after the break, he haven't averaged what he normally do. Normally his prop is set at 4.5. That's what it normally start out with. So we're getting good value right now with how
yeah,
Oh,
bad
for
the
sure,
State been playing.
for sure.
Yeah, I
I'm
jumped
gonna
in
yeah,
write
at it.
that down actually.
yeah. We all might be
Just,
running to our mobile betting apps after this to follow you on that one, Bo. We like that. Terry's got over
yeah,
in that over 220. Terry likes the over. BP's here. He's a little late, but he has joined us tonight. How's it going, BP 311? BP 311 will be with us tomorrow. Hopefully, he has some basketball picks, but I think he's seems like he might be more of a hockey guy. So he's a little well rounded. So we'll see what BP 311 has tomorrow. We look forward to seeing him
Going on
tomorrow.
BP.
He's been here usually most days, coming in, commenting, putting some plays out there. So look forward to seeing what he's got to bring tomorrow. Last play for me in the NBA is the Chicago Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks. I'm going out with the Chicago Bulls. I'm gonna lay 1.5. This line's went from 3.5 back down to even, back up to 1.5. Possibility, and I wouldn't count on it too strongly, that Trae Young might not play. I certainly wouldn't try to factor that into my bet tonight. make your bet assuming Trae Young's going to play. When these guys are questionable, 9 times out of 10 they end up playing, unless they're
Mm-hmm.
named LeBron. Um, so unless it's doubtful, um, I always anytime I see somebody that's probable or no questionable, excuse me, questionable is the word I should be using. When they're questionable, I always assume they're going to play. Probable
Yeah.
means they're probably going to play, but even questionable is almost like a probable to me. I always like to just assume that these guys are going to play and cap my games around that. So, with that being said, I'm still playing the Chicago Bulls -1.5. They just built a better team than the Atlanta Hawks, and they don't mind playing on the road. The Bulls, they win just as many games away from Chicago as they do in Chicago. So, you guys like anything on that? Am I wrong? Is the Hawks? Because we don't have to agree either, T Mac. If you like
Yeah,
something I
man.
don't like,
Uh, Even if Trae Young plays, you roll your ankle. I done did it 3 times in my life, man. It's not something that you just bounce back from. I know they got a lot of stuff in the professional league where they can kind of deal with the pain, help you with the pain, but you still not gonna be 100%. Like I say, Bulls are one of the top teams in the East, man. So they done lost a few games. I think they'll bounce back tonight. So, but like I said, that line move, sometimes it's purely. I think the Bulls are just trying to get even money on each side. That's what I think sometimes. Um, Especially with Trae Young being as questionable as you said, I think that it was getting too much risk on that. So I like the Bulls, man. I also like the over in this game. I think it's at 231. Um, I see a lot of points, man. That's the only way I can go in this game, just because that line move. But I think we do see a lot of points. I think both teams will get into the in the 115 or better. So we get that, man. 231. I think that'll cash. Also, man, look at Zach LaVine. We know that DeRozan has been the man, but I think they're gonna key in on him. I think that's gonna free up a lot of usage time for Zach. His points total is 23 and a half, so I definitely would rock with that. So I like the over. I like Zach LaVine over 23 and a half points. You can get that at -115.
all right, all right. Ron Hahn likes DeMar DeRozan over 28.5 points. Well, I'd like that too. I think that seems a little low, but he may have some sort of FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever those apps are, props.
I
How
know
do, the shoot is
they're
what that
doing.
pays. Is that a -120 or something? Because that's not a bad prop. 28.5 points on DeRozan. Um, and Chris likes first half over in the Bulls game as well. What are you leaning tonight, T Mac? We'll get your opinion, and then we're gonna move right into college.
I haven't really much of an opinion on this game. Like I said, I didn't really look too much into it. I'm going to get more into the NBA next week, but I would lean with the Bulls with you guys here. They're a great team, and the only thing I really see Atlanta having going for them is they're playing at home. That's the only thing I could see them, only reason why I could see them maybe winning, but I can't see it. Like I said, I haven't dug in too much, but
Yeah,
Chicago's clearly the better team,
yeah,
and
fair enough. Yeah, if you don't have a good strong feel, we respect that just as much. New Mia Gaming's here. She comes on a couple times a week too. She wants a recap. She joined us a little late, so we're going to give the recap. I'll give it real quick. Bo did over 3.5 total 3 pointers with Steph Curry, paying a little plus money, plus 105. If I may be off a number or two. Um, what else you get, Bo? Sorry.
Golden State on the money line at +107.
Yeah, yeah. So Bo's looking for some value tonight. He's gonna try Golden State on the money line. Steph Curry over 3.5 points on that money line pays plus money. T Mac did a -2 in the first quarter with San Antonio and over in the first half. Total score over between those two. And I did the Bulls -1.5. And I took an under in the 242.5 in the San Antonio Sacramento game. We can talk real quick about one game. It sounds like nobody has a play on this as far as the three of us, but we'll just give simple, quick thoughts here. Miami Brooklyn, it seems like one of the biggest games in the NBA tonight. That line is flipped upside down as well. Miami opened up as what I want to think is 3-point favorites. Now Brooklyn's the 1.5. The big news is Durant's coming back tonight. Miami's on a back to back. Any leans since we didn't make a play? Want to give a lean anywhere? Bo?
Uh, I think that Kevin Durant gonna be a good spark, especially coming out the game and coming straight back in the game that first quarter. So that's what I would look at. I think that'll spark him out real quick to get up in that first quarter. So if I played the game, I would take Brooklyn in the first quarter. So that's all. Because I know he's gonna be on minute restrictions. He's not gonna play the full game. And so I think just with his presence, that'll spark him. So I'll go ahead and get in there real fast with this one, man. And because Miami coming off a loss, I think their record is something like 15-6, man. So they're a good team coming off that loss, that last second loss against the Milwaukee Bucks. So man, it's gonna be a good game. But even with Durant back, man, Brooklyn team wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving still not playing. Joe Harris still out. Patty Mills ain't been shooting good. So I don't understand the line move. I could see, everybody thinking that Durant gonna come back in and make a impact right off the bat. I can't see a full game. I'll take it in the first quarter and just gonna get out there real quick, man. But as far as the full game, man, I think Miami got it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the Heat. They just more healthy right now, coming off that loss, man. I don't see Miami losing.
All right, very good. We got T Mac. You got to lean on this.
I agree with Bo. Miami coming off after a loss, especially versus the Bucks, they're gonna be pissed. So I think they're gonna, and with Brooklyn with Durant coming back, I don't think they're gonna gel immediately. Like they're gonna be a little timid, I think, almost to play with him because he
Yeah.
he he has such a big presence, right? I think they're gonna be almost hesitant in their in the way they move. So I think they're going to be a little slow, and I think Miami should fucking run them down.
All right, sounds good. And I'll get my lean. The only thing I saw is the line jump from 220 to 222. Those who know and watch and follow me know I'm an under better 9 times out of 10. So, with that being said, I'll go under 222 as I've watched it grow 2.5 points. So, I'm not playing it, but I would lean and look towards the under in that game. So, that being said, those are just leans, opinions, thoughts, and that's all they are. None of us have that on our tickets or cards, and it's your money. So if you like something we talked about, then play it. If not, we move on to college basketball. What do you got tonight in college, Bo?
I think my first pick I took tonight was the let me think in my mind, man. I go through so many plays a day,
All right,
man.
you think about it. We'll
But
let
I took
T-Mac get.
the over.
Oh,
I took the over 139. I apologize, between Ohio State and Michigan State. I think this came out at 142 and a half. But if you've been watching these two teams, one thing they have been doing, they both play good offense, but they have not been playing good defense. I think the last 4 or 5 games Michigan State has played, the combined total was somewhere around 148. And the same for Ohio State. I think they last few games been like minus me 146. So Ohio State just come off that bad loss against Nebraska. They got two players that at least I know can score up to 30 points, man. With Adele and I forgot the other guy's name, but I think we'll see some points in this, man. I think the total is going down. I think that's the opposite way. I think both teams can get into the 70s. So I took the up 139 between Michigan State and Ohio State.
very good, very good. T Mac, do you have a play in that game or a thought or?
No, I don't. I don't know.
Very good. Yeah, I don't have a player in that game either. I watched the line come from 6 down to 4.5. I'm still kind of in fade Sparty mode, even though they just beat Michigan. Ohio State just got their clocks cleaned by Nebraska. What an embarrassment that is. Now the line's moved from 6 to 4.5. As a play, or if you're looking for something, the money line parlay, you can probably get the Buckeyes at minus 215, 220. I don't see the Buckeyes losing this game tonight. I think you can throw them in one of your parlays on the money line, stay away from the spread, and count for a victory with the Ohio State Buckeyes over Sparty tonight after an embarrassing loss in Nebraska. It may still be something before game time. I'll throw in a little two-team money line parlay for even money kind of bets, but um, and maybe I would take the line, but I just at the end of the day, I think the Buckeyes will take Sparty.
What's up, bro?
Hey, who's that, Bo? Your brother?
Yeah, he just speaking.
Hey, how's it going, buddy? So let's move on. I've got three plays. I'll start with one, and then do you have more college, Bo, or that was it?
I just got one more.
Okay,
One
I'll
more.
give one, then we'll go back to T Mac, and then we'll get yours. So I made a
Okay.
video this morning. I put it out. I made a play. I'm taking Iowa on the money line. I just think Iowa is the better team. They don't always look like it on the road, but I was traveling into Ann Arbor to face the Michigan Wolverines, and I think the money line was 115 when I bought it. The line's fluctuated a little, but not enough. The line was two. It's 1.5. Depends on the book. Anything plus money on Iowa, I do like tonight. I think Iowa gets the victory in Ann Arbor tonight against the Wolverines. What do you got next, T Mac? What's on your card?
My first play today in college is going to be Jacksonville State first half -4.5.
Jacksonville State minus 4.5 in the first half. Who do they play?
Um, Kenesha State, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not super for. I played some Jacksonville State games earlier, much earlier
They're
in the season.
they're a 20-9 team versus a 13-17 team, and they're at home as well. So they're in a good spot here, I think.
Very
Yeah,
good, very good. What's next, Bo? What do you got?
that's to the A10 Sun tournament. I'm taking the Mustangs, man. The SMU Mustangs at home, -7.5 for Cincinnati Bearcats. Cincinnati, they did beat SMU early this season, beat them pretty bad too, like by 17 points. But SMU was coming off a real tough game, and through history, Cincinnati pretty much owned SMU, but that was back when I think Nick Cronin was their coach. But this is a whole different era right now. SMU was 14-0 at home, perfect record. I think they're 11-3 against the spread. So I think we can see some revenge tonight. Cincinnati don't have too much to play for. They're not on the bubble, on the outside, inside, nowhere around it. I like SMU, man, to come in here and put a beat down on them. I'm taking SMU -7.5.
Very good. Mia's asking what the college plays are. We're doing them now, Mia. Um, Bo just gave SMU -7, 7.5. The line moved to 7 for game. I like SMU too. It's not a play I made. SMU's located in Dallas, aren't they, Bo? Right there in your backyard?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
SMU
that's
Southern Methodist.
that's gonna be their town business tonight. You feel?
Yeah, they just got their butts kicked by Houston. I had them. What was it? Sunday, Saturday over the weekend. I took them on the. I took them on the chin. I had 11, 12 points in my pocket and thought they could hang with Houston, but apparently not. Houston looked really good. SMU looked
Well,
average. So,
that was a revenge spot for Houston because SMU
oh
had
yeah,
already. So that's normally how these teams work, especially in college. These guys are young, so yeah, they be on some get back. I think it's
yeah,
more. I think it's more prevalent in college than it is in NBA. You know what I'm saying with these kids, man.
yeah. I never doubted Houston would win that game. I just thought having 11, 12 would be enough for me to cover a spread on that one. Let's see. Pringle likes Arizona State -6. I can't remember who they play. Anybody
They
know?
play in California.
California.
Cal, yes. All right, Pringle, we'll
I
ride
give
that. You
them.
didn't play that game, did you, T Mac?
I did actually. I did.
Oh,
I,
awesome. Talk about it.
All right. We'll skip to that one. Okay. So I'm actually on the other side, but somewhat not quite the same. So I'm on California in the first half at
Okay.
+4. I think
All
this
right.
is a really sharp line. I think Arizona will, that 6, 7, that 5 to 7 point range is really, really tough. So I'm just going to stick with Cali in the first half, and I wish you best of luck on your -6 with Arizona State.
Yep. I wish you both best of luck. You both could cash. It's something I think that happened with me and T Mac last night. He liked
Yeah.
Indiana first half, and I liked Rutgers in the full game. So we both caught what we wanted to catch, and sometimes it just works out that way. So he's going to take 4 in the first half, and Pringle's going to ride 6 in the full game, and that's why they play the games. We'll see how they turn out.
yeah,
I
man.
don't have a
California came off one of their best defensive games ever. I think they held Stanford to 36 points. So yeah, that's the only thing made me nervous about taking California's game. But like I said, good luck to all ones that got this play in. So good luck to y'all.
Yeah, my next play is SMU -7 as well. Bo's already touched on all of that. So that is my second play. So we went Iowa money line, SMU -7. I agree with Bo, and we didn't even talk about this. And shit, I didn't even remember I played it till I looked up. So I'll move on to my third play real quick, and this will be it for me on official plays. I'm giving University of Central Florida. The Knights down there are going to Tulane. They're heading into New Orleans to play the Green Wave. I just think UCF is a much better team than Tulane, and I'm willing to lay a point and a half on the road. UCF is 12-9, and if I wrote that down right, yeah, that's probably about right. Sometimes I can't even read my own writing. Why are they only 12-9? 17-9. See, I can't even read my. They're 17-9, and Tulane is 12-13. I just think UCF's a better team and can take care of business by a point and a half down in the swamp there in Louisiana. So, what else you got, T Mac?
What do I got here? I got two more plays. Do you want them both?
Yep. Let's get them on.
Okay, so I got Washington +5 versus Oregon today. I think a lot of people are on Oregon, so I've actually flipped the script here, and I'm going to play Washington at +5.5, and I'm
Okay.
also on San Diego at -4. I think that line has jumped quite a bit today. I think it's up to 5 or 6 now.
Is that San Diego State or San Diego?
San Diego. They're playing Pepperdine.
Okay. Very good. Now, what was that line? I'm sorry, I missed that.
San Diego is -4. I think it's moved though quite a bit. As well as the Washington line at 5.5.
Washington went up, didn't it?
Yeah, I was at 3 when I looked at it last night. 3.5 last night when I looked at it, and it's now at 5.5. So,
They're traveling to Oregon?
No, they at home.
no, they're at home.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Well,
no,
that ain't
sorry,
bad.
this is a neutral court game.
Oh,
I think it might be. I have to double check.
I'll look real quick. You guys keep going. I thought it was in Oregon, and sometimes Oregon can be a tough place to play.
Oh no,
Um,
it's in Washington. Yeah,
okay.
Oregon's on the road, and I have
Yep, it
Oregon
is in.
as a 1-4 favorite or as a favorite. They're 1-4 on the road.
Yeah, I like it. Home dog getting 5 points at home, 5.5. I like it. Washington looked okay the other day against UCLA in the first half. They went into the first half with the lead. Then UCLA stepped up their game in the second half, but I like 5.5 points at home. I like it.
It's not my best play, but I kind of had to do it. I felt like so. Hopefully that hits.
All right. Anybody else? Any thoughts? Let's see what we got here. Other than that, that's it. Chris Morrow likes Kansas halftime spread. That probably is about 7 if I had to guess. That's a revenge game there.
Yeah.
TCU just beat Kansas. Now they're playing again, but they flipped the house there. It's in Lawrence tonight, Kansas. I would expect Kansas to come out with a big chip on their shoulder myself.
Yeah.
That's funny. I was on TCU actually their last matchup, and they won the game outright. So,
Wow.
I wish I had
Don't
them
remind.
over the money line. What's that,
Yeah.
Bo?
I said, don't remind us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were the ones on the money line, Kansas money line.
Oh, really? Okay. My bad.
No, it happens. Good for you.
Uh-huh.
We,
But with today's game, can't I? That's a high. That like obviously they're going to come out and win the game, but what's the spread at 11?
11.5, something like that. Too high for me to touch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big number. Like I said, the guy in the chat there, first half might be the best look.
Yeah, and that's probably close to 7. If I had to
It should
guess,
be a 6.5.
somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
I think that's a good bet.
Yeah, just my thought, man. I think Kansas come out and blast them. If you watch that game, TCU was all on the court, cutting down. Oh, they just had a good time. You know what I'm saying? I say these kids, they remember stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, they take big pride when they get beat down like that. They done lost 2 games in a row. One the first to Baylor, now to TCU. Yeah,
Yeah,
they got
they're in a really weird spot too, because they could slip away from the conference tournament champs here or whatever or something. Somebody was saying that they really need to win this freaking game,
right,
in conference wise, anyways. So
right.
I believe they'll come out and spank them. But like John said, that's a big number to lay. So best of
I
luck
would,
if you do.
Hey, Wicked's in here. We haven't seen Wicked for a while. Wicked's asking
wait.
about Oregon State plus 14 points against Washington State.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll give my 2 cents real quick on that. Wicked. I just the Beavers are just they're bad. I you could give me 20 points and I'll put my money on them. That's really all I can say on that. They're 3-25. They're just a bad team. They played the other night and kept it close with somebody, and it went into overtime. But yeah, do you guys have any thoughts on these Beavers with 14 points? Would you take it, or you just stay far away from that altogether?
Yeah, I don't want to lay 14 or whatever Washington State. I don't want to grab the 14 with Oregon State. That's
That's
a
how
big.
I feel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oregon's been a big letdown.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the Beavers with Bo's money.
that's
You couldn't let me have Bo's money and 20 points, and I'd take them Beavers. I'm not willing to lay 14 either. That's just time that game comes on, it might be time just to go to bed. To be honest with you.
yeah. Apologize, Wicked man. I don't see no angles in that game.
Yeah, I think there's just too many other games you could look at tonight, Wicked man. It's nice having you here, and it's good seeing you. I just wish we could help you on that play. Other than that, I think that's going to do it. I managed to stay away from Wyoming last night, Bo. That's my team, T-Mac. Not really my team, but the team I just chose to follow this year out here in the. I'm out here in Vegas, and I follow the Mountain West pretty strong.
Yeah.
Uh, and they played here against UNLV, and I had a feeling UNLV could take Wyoming. Ever since Wyoming got that tag, they were ranked 22. They have not looked good since. They do like being the underdog, the unheard of. They don't want like being known. They'll probably get a 12th or 13th in the big tournament. They'll probably pull off one upset depending on what their matchup is. It's yet to be determined. Wyoming is a strong team. They just haven't looked good since they got a little publicity. So
Right.
I think they'll recoup.
Yeah.
yeah, let's see what they do in the Mountain West and see how they can handle these last 2 losses they've been handed. So
That
other than that,
Yeah,
go
that
ahead.
San Diego State game that they lost, that was wild. San Diego State played amazing.
Yes,
And
sir. They played the game of their life. Wyoming could have had that game, but San Diego State was just 2 steps ahead. They played the game of their season right there. Yeah.
I think they were a little deflated after that game and then followed into the next game. So I think they might get right here soon.
Yep. Yep. So that's going to wrap it up for us, guys. T Mac, it was great having you. You did great.
Thank you.
We hope the best for your plays. We hope to see you again. You're more than welcome to come back next week. Tomorrow we got BP 311. But we definitely have some open spots. We do this Monday through Friday, 6 Eastern, 5 Central, 3 Pacific. Like I said, just shoot me a message and let me know what days work good for you. But we would definitely like to see you here again. Bo, as usual, it's great having you. We love your picks. We're all going to go run to our apps and bet that Curry problem push that line up to 5 probably because Curry hitting 4 3-pointers seems like easy money to us. So thank you for the gift. And that should wrap it up, guys. Thanks everyone for joining us. Comments, questions. And one last thing is Wicked likes Tennessee State. What about that? Well, I don't know. What about that? What do you guys know about Tennessee State, real quick? Anything? I don't.
What if, I ain't know.
I'd have to find the game here to the 100 games that are listed.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, since we don't even know who they play, Wicked, I'm gonna say we don't know much about that, and I apologize for that. And,
fair.
I think they playing Austin PI Pie. I can't remember.
yeah, wasn't something that made our list tonight, guys. I apologize for that. Best of luck to everyone in their plays. We hope to see everyone tomorrow. Good luck.
Hey,
Good night.
one more thing. Tell Wicked if he want to know about some lower games like that. Just he can follow me on my social media and just send me a message, man. Let me know what games you want me to tap in for you. I'll be glad to do it, man.
Yeah, hit Bo up. Bo on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Hit him up if you got a particular game. He can probably take the time to look at it and give you a good lean or a good thought on it. T Mac's on YouTube as well. You can find T Mac on YouTube under T Mac. T Mac Sports Betting is the easiest way to find him. And I'm not sure. How about Facebook? Do you want to be found on
I
Facebook?
like No, I like to keep my Facebook private. I have a business I run as well, so I like to keep my gambling separate. But I have a Twitter account at T to the Mac. You can follow. I post my picks the night before, so if you really want to get the action early, you're more than welcome to.
Very good. Yeah, post that Twitter handle in your YouTube video so they can tie
Yes, I
that link.
will
Yeah,
definitely.
so we'll start getting your name and your picks out, T Mac. We appreciate you having us. Find him on YouTube. We'll start getting people over there watching your videos, subscribing, looking for your play. So good having
Cool.
you as usual, Bo. It's been great. We'll see everyone tomorrow.
All right, good luck, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Good night.
Bye.